Woo! My friends, I am waking up on Teton Pass this morning in Wyoming. They call it the Cowboy State. It's also state number 45 of the 50-state shred. So my original plan for today was to get a ride on the Lithium Trail. It was the first ever mountain bike specific trail that was blessed by the US Forest Service, actually legal. It's mountain biking history, but as you can see, it's a little cold out right now. And we had a freak snowstorm come through the day after Labor Day. There's still snow on the ground, and the Lithium Trail is 1,000 feet higher than this area right here, which also has some pretty good trails. This is where I'm gonna ride today. It got very cold last night outside, but I had my heater going right at my feet, which is something I have not tried yet, and it was perfect. I had kept my little sleeping compartment perfectly warm last night, ready to go today. The highs today will not be that high. This is just the lingering effects of the cold air, and then I think by the end of the week, it's gonna be 80 degrees again. Every once in a while, I eat something other than McDonald's for breakfast. Breakfast is served, the sun is coming out. We also have some sawyers in the background, chainsaws taking down some trees. Hopefully the trail isn't closed because of that. All right, I just drove down from the Phillips Canyon trailhead that's at the top, and this is the Phillips Canyon trailhead at the bottom. I've looked at the trail forks. It seems like a pretty good loop. Climb up Phillips Ridge, hit Snowtell to connect over to Phillips Canyon, downhill, back to the car. Very curious to see what kind of condition these trails are in. If it's pure hero dirt or still dry or muddy, we shall see. And we're also gonna see if there's gonna be a lot of this. All right, time to get out trail forks and mark this tree down. How do you do that? Whoa, I've forgotten. I think I click on this stuff. Yep, there we go. Not super intuitive. Okay, this might be a long day of trail reports. Supposedly a lot of moose in this area, and they say you really don't want to run into a moose. It's like a big dangerous cow, especially if it has babies. But it'd be cool to see one. Temperature on my van said 36 degrees. I believe it. I love getting out here at this time. It's not super early, but it's early enough where I just feel like I have it all to myself. Jackson really seems like it's a mountain biker town. Seen tons of cars with mountain bikes on them, people riding their mountain bikes around. Just so cool. The Teton Freedom Riders are the local mountain bike club that take care of these trails, build these trails. Wow, look at that crack. I wonder if that's new. Crazy. Seems like they're using trail forks pretty good. They've got really good descriptions of different stuff and keeping the trail statuses updated. This trail was built as a climbing trail for mountain bikers. It's got an easy grade, but a lot of people descend it as well. A snowstorm in the summer. Supposedly it's very dangerous because plants and trees haven't shed their leaves, so they're not really ready to take a giant snow load, and then it topples the trees. And then stuff like birds haven't migrated south, so they're all caught out in the lurch. Yesterday when I was driving, tons and tons of birds on the road, because I think it's the warmest place. Everywhere else is covered in snow, so they're just huddled up by the road. I actually hit 5 birds with the van yesterday. I've hit maybe 2 birds in my entire driving life. And yeah, they were just all huddled up on the road, not knowing what to do. Saw a couple coyotes next to the road as well, picking up dead birds that have been hit by ProMaster vans. You could tell they tried to pick out every single rock on the trail and move it over to the side. It's like a weasel, muskrat, serval, skink
That's so cool. I'm so lucky to see one of these. He's super interested in me too. It's like, what is this thing? Looks like a young one. I'm gonna have to look that up, what that is. Mongoose.
Seems like all the trees down so far have had really good sight lines, so at least you're not just dying. Oh man, I'm barely anywhere. That's crazy. I'd figure I'd be a little bit further up.
First real patch of snow. Right when I take the jacket and gloves off. I'm not exactly sure, but I think this might be the exact same road that I was camping on, so it's like 4 miles that way. This would be a pretty dang good parking spot for the van right here. Who knows what the condition of the road would be though. Nice and level. Oh yeah, 360-degree views. That's been an excellent climbing trail. Really cool stuff. Sit and spin. Oh. Snap, crackle, pop. This looks like a war zone. The aspen's all bent over and all these grasses all bent over. Oh man. Spotted a bull moose pretty far down there. It's got a nice set of antlers. Well, actually, I don't know the difference between a bull and a cow. Totally out of the corner of my eye, just looked like a log. Okay, had a snack. It's time to get ripping. Oh man, a lot more snowy. The dark side. Woo! Cool. Oh, wow. Whoa. Almost didn't see you there. Yikes. I really spaced out and should have brought the handsaw because that one I could cut. And I didn't put it together. There was a storm. Storm means trees down, all that. A little bit better. Okay, here we go. This is Arrow Trail, and this, according to Trail Forks, 1,000 Boy Scouts came out and built this trail in a week as a mountain bike multi-use connection to Phillips Canyon. There are other non-bike trails around that can get you to Phillips Canyon, but this is the only bike legal way. Oh yeah, please stay like this. Beautiful, beautiful trail. Oh no. Oh, no. Seems totally doable. I like my teeth, just how they are. If it took 1,000 Boy Scouts to build this trail in 1 week, would it take 1,000 weeks for one Boy Scout to build this trail? I think it's basically a coin flip, whether or not the downhill is going to be like this or really nice. It would be pretty neat to be in a safe distance to hear this thing come down, the sound it would make, and the thunder through the forest. Ooh, this one's a bit more of a problem. All the other ones have been a pretty easy hike around. This is a challenge. Set you there. Oh man, the handsaw It'd help a lot. I mean, even if you just limb off all these big fluffy parts so there's a way to pass a bike over. Not going to be able to get the big boy, but you can at least make it a little more manageable. Free and clear. Holy moly. Getting in pretty deep here, but I suppose I'll just keep forging ahead. Ugh. I did run into a biker who came up this way, so he wasn't like, yeah, you probably should go down the way you came. Holy moly. Well, at least I'm doing reports on Trail Forks every time I come across something, so the folks who come out here and cut down trees will have something to kind of go by. Now we are fully remote, out in the backcountry. I think the animals use that bridge as well. I saw some tracks over and after. Who knows what's in store? Yeah. Haha. Trail's in great shape. Hero dirt. Haven't seen a puddle yet. Whoa. Some people on Trail Forks are saying that this is more of a blue trail. I would say, as an out-of-towner, just based on that little section, that's a black trail to me, but trail ratings should always be kind of relative to the area. So, yeah, a trail like this in British Columbia, Whistler, this is a blue trail for sure. So until I ride the other stuff, who knows? Oh yeah. Haha, wow. Incredible. It's gonna be over so quick, I can feel it. 3.7 miles, I think, is what the sign said. Uh-oh. Maybe it won't be over so quick. Oh, so lucky to have that much flow, that much fun on a day when there's like 30 trees down. Oh, man. Yes. All right, let's see if the trail gods will be benevolent. Yes. Haha. Whoa, here we go. Yeah, good chunk. Wow. Nice hot spot. Oh, hard to see you there. Damn, so lucky. Ah, so good. These trees smell really nice too. Whoa, okay, that's bad. Yikes, I almost didn't see this. Pointy, pointy. Oh, come on, it's a black trail. Damn, that's good. pretty glad I didn't go back down the climbing trail. I think that would be good, but this is better. Whoa. Oh, the best part is all the people from this area are probably like, oh man, you did that one? That's not even the best one at all. There's 10 other ones. But this is amazing to me. A good representation of Wyoming. Woo! And to think, parts of Snowtell and Arrow were actually downhill that I didn't really get to do because of the snow and the trees. This thing, oh man, in ideal conditions, woo! Just gonna have to come back and ride it again. Yeah. Yes. Oh man. I think that concludes the lollipop. And this is the area where the parking lot will be pretty soon. Amazing. Gotta remember the bag of poop in my bag. It finally happened. And I leave no trace. I'm really itching to look up what I saw. I don't know if it was a mongoose or a ferret, but I have an idea what it looks like at least. Oh, so good. So good. I can finally review and give it a thumbs up. It's pretty small. I don't think there's any reason you shouldn't have this in your bag. You know, it's not just toilet paper. It's got the wet wipes. It's got the bag, the hand sanitizer. It's pretty dang nice. I would say you would also want a big Ziploc bag just to fully contain everything. It's never gonna be perfect. So just to do your best to get it all out and just leave no trace instead of leaving stuff behind. So I did a little research on the weasel / mongoose thing that I saw. Pretty sure it's an American marten. I was looking at long-tailed weasel as a possibility as well, but the weasels are much smaller. This thing was decently big, not huge, but pretty big. I only saw 4 mountain bikers today and 3 of them were women. It just always seems to be an amazing ratio of women on the trails in these mountain towns. Crested Butte, Jackson, Lake Tahoe, Asheville. 50-50, if not more than 50%, which is so cool. And I heard a pretty funny joke. It's like, the odds are in the ladies' favor. The odds are good, but the goods are odd. Finally trying out these crud cloths. This is like their new and improved design. I've used them before, but this is really cool. It's all in one bag. You smash it, you got to hit it pretty hard, and then it gets wet, and then you got your big old rag, and it actually does a pretty good job. I would say just the right amount of liquid to not be too wet, not to be too dry, and to finish off a little shower in the van. Mega happy with how that went. Man, such a good climb. Amazing descent, even with being robbed of a couple different descents because of the trees. That last trail was in perfect shape. Too much fun. Really, really good. Do me a favor. Go ride something new, and maybe I'll see you on the trail.